Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about how to insert media in HTML document. Let's begin with the content of this video. In this video, we gonna to learn about how to insert link, images, audio and videos, how to specify languages and title, then how to divide our web pages into number of frames, then how to transfer the text in bidirectional. Okay, at right side I am specifying some words. No, what are all these words? These words are called as attributes. This specifies how the link, images, audios and videos will be gonna to insert. Let's begin with the link. As we said in earlier video, top 3 and bottom 2 lines are the syntax of HTML. So it will be explained in previous videos. Now we go into the body of the HTML to see how to insert link. Syntax for inserting link is less than a and greater than. This is what the opening tag for link. Ending tag for link is less than /a greater than. Okay, inside this opening and close tag of link, we want to specify some text. This text will help us to appear in web page. Whenever we click this link, it goes to click this word, it goes to our specified link. This href attribute this helps us to specify the link where the HTML want to go. Likewise, I have specified another link. Okay, opening tag of link, close tag of link. Inside this I specified one word called download. This download word will appear in web page. Whenever I click this download, it automatically goes to the link which I specified in href, https, somewhat I link specified. No, it goes for that .jpg. So this is the image link. Then here you can see I specified another word called download. What this attribute will do means whenever we click this word download, it automatically downloads this link. This link is a JPG image. So JPG image get downloaded automatically when we click this word called download. Let's see this in a practical way, then only you can understood easily. Now you can see the same code I written in Visual Studio Code. Now I execute this in browser. It gives me an output like YouTube and download. First link I just given www.youtube.com. So whenever I click this, it goes for youtube.com. Fine. Then second link download. Whenever I click this download, it goes for the link what I specified in href.jpg. This image will be displayed here. It automatically saves in my downloads whenever I specify the word download. This is what the use of this link. Second one, images. If we want to insert some images in HTML document means opening tag of images must, closing tag of images must. Then I didn't specify, you can specify it, or else if we left it also no problem. Here source means which image we want to display, youtube.jpg. Then width of this image, okay, 500. Normally youtube.jpg image will be some width whenever it get downloaded from internet, but if we want to display it in our web page means how much width it want to display, we can specify it manually. 500, height is 600. Then alt attribute, this attribute helps us to display the word if this image doesn't exist or any error occurs means it just display this YouTube word. It doesn't display any error message or it doesn't affect our web page appearance. That's why we used this alt attribute. Okay, one thing you want to note here is width and height. Each, if you are specifying this attribute in any tag, inside any tag you are specifying width and height means it will represent the width and height of this tag, which tag you are representing. Okay, image tag. So image width will be 500, image width will be 600. It doesn't depends on the source. Okay, you can note it down. Let's see this practical example. Image, same code I am written here. Open in browser. You can see what the width I specified, what the height I specified. Like that, that image is displayed in my browser. Next, audio. Like image, audio also same procedure. You have audio opening tag, audio close tag. What these control words represent, it will helps you to stop, play, pause your audio. Then source tag, this represent which audio you want to specify in your web page. Okay, src attribute, you want to specify your audio. Then type, which type of audio you are giving. We can see this code. I written same code here. Open it in default browser. You can see this is the paragraph tag I represented. This is my audio. Whenever I play this, you can see it get played. I can pause it, I can play it, I can mute it, I can unmute it. Okay, this is what the control word helps us to do. I given one paragraph tag and I inserted one audio. Type of the audio, you can go in search it in properties of that audio. Another important thing is, if you are using Visual Studio Code, means no problem, you can just specify your image, video or audio, whatever medias you are inserting, you can just specify the name itself, because it already present in HTML folder. Okay, whichever folder you are working in, that folder it automatically specified logo.mp3, youtube.jpg, so no problem. But if you are using any text document or any other text editor, you want to specify the path. For example, inside the E drive, inside the HTML folder, I have this logo.mp3. Likewise, you want to specify. But if you are using Visual Studio Code, means no problem, you can just put it in your working folder. It automatically detects that media and displayed in your web browser. Next one, video. As I said, like image and audio, video also specified like that. Video tag, opening and closing tag, width and height of the video, I specified some width and height of the video which I want to display in my web browser. Controls, like audio, I want to pause, play, mute, unmute, big, small, so I want to use the word control. Type of the video, then source, my video source. Okay, what is my name of the video? Okay, I inserted this video, first part. Then second part, this part what means, to insert the YouTube video. Okay, first one, you can insert whatever the video physically present in your it present in your folder, like you already download it. But in YouTube or any other platform, that video you want to display in your web page, means simply you can represent that link in source attribute. Instead of given the name of the mp4, you can just give that link. Okay, width and height normally you can specify. Iframe, why this iframe means, for video you can insert your normal video. For iframe you can separate your web page and you can insert in your YouTube video. We can see more details about iframe in future. Let's see in video.html. Open in default browser. You can see I give one paragraph tag called demonstration of video tag. Inside this I give with video or video, then width of the video, height of the video, then controls, that's why these buttons are appearing here. Okay, then I play it, means this video get played. Okay, next iframe. I used iframe to separate the web page. Here you can see one of my YouTube videos displayed here. What link I specified in href, it displayed here. Okay, this is what we can insert the video either in our folder or in YouTube. Next one, frame. Frame is nothing but dividing your web pages into one or more, and inside that part you can use another HTML document. Here you can see frame set. I am setting my frame, that is my web page. I am setting my web page divided into 3 rows. Rows attribute, that is rows means I dividing it into 3 rows. If you given cols calls means you can divide it into column type. Okay, how many rows I am dividing? 3 rows, 10% one, 80% one, 10% one. Okay, first 10%, this represented in frame tag. Second 80%, another frame tag. Third 10%, another frame tag. Okay, what's the name of these three frames? Top, main, and bottom. Okay, in 10%, what it want to display? Bylang.html. This HTML document will be displayed in 10%. Then 80% image.html, 10% title.html. That's why I specified it in source tab. Then close the frame set. Okay, now we setted our frame. What we do in our web page, we divided our web page into 3 rows like 10%, 80%, and 10%. In each and every frames, we name it and give some source. Let's see how it works. This is the frame. Okay, first frame, this is 10%. Last frame, this is 10%. Center frame 80%. This is image.html. We see example for image.html, right? How to insert the image. Here that image document is displayed. Then bylang and the title, we can see it in future. This output will be displayed here. That's what we just set our frame into 3 parts and displayed 3 HTML document in each of it. Then iframe. Iframe is nothing but we used it in videos, right? Make our frame some width, specifying with the width and height. Some iframe uடைய width and height we specified. Then what's the source? Inside this iframe, what we want to display? Image.html document we want to display. If it doesn't exist means what it will display? Sorry, your browser does not support frames. Like that it will display. Top and bottom I give one paragraph tag. Let's see how this get works. Top and bottom paragraph tag is displayed inside this iframe. I set my iframe width and height like this, and inside this iframe I want to display my image. My image exceeds my frame with frame height. That's why scroll bar is appeared here. So I can scroll and view my full image. That's what we can use our iframes. Then bidirectional override. Normally we can use paragraph tag to display our text. If we are in need of reverse our text means what we can do? We can simply use this bidirectional override tag, BDO. This is the tag, open tag and close tag. Inside we want to specify our text. Then attribute, DA or attribute represent the direction of the text. We can specify this as right to left, left to right, anything according to our need. Here I specified right to left. Let's see what happens. Right to left I specified. Open in default browser. You can see I specified hello with paragraph tag. In bidirectional override tag, I specified right to left. So OLLEH it displayed. Find paragraph tag, normal paragraph tag. In bidirectional, it says reverse, right to left means reverse that word. Next one, language. If we want to display our web pages language means we can simply use the attribute called lang. HTML document is main for our web page. So inside our HTML document represent the lang attribute. You can represent your language. En means English language. Likewise Tamil, Telugu or Hindi, anything you can represent it here. You can find the code in internet according to your language. It doesn't represent any changes in your web page visually, but in backend it has some description about our web page is in English language only. Next, title. This is also backend process only. We just name this paragraph as I am title. This title, we just give title for this paragraph. That's it. This is for our coding purpose, for our developer purpose. It doesn't affect any output on web browser. You can see title, open in default browser, just act globally. Inside this specified in paragraph tag, we named that paragraph tag, that is title of this paragraph tag is I am title. That's it. You can see how to insert image mapping. Okay, this is the basic syntax for image mapping. First of all, we want to insert the image tag. This is basic step. Then we want to insert some syntax like use map, map area shape and close map. These are all the basic syntax. Use map is nothing but the represent of the map. That is we doing some mapping, no, that mapping name is represented in use map. Okay, that's the ash work map is having. So first of all, first and foremost step is name your mapping. Okay, for that use map attribute is used and work map is the name. In front of that we want to insert the hash symbol. This is the name of our mapping. With the help of use map we defined this. Then width and height, it's a normal thing only. Image uடைய width and height we represented. Then map, we want to open and close the tag of map. This map will help to represent the name we used in use map, like work map. Okay, both matched, no. Then inside the map we used area tag. This area tag helps us to define our own shapes. For example, rectangle, poly, circle. Okay, you can you can insert your need like square, hectagon. It's your wish. Okay, you can insert the shapes according to your needs. Then quads. Quads is the attribute which represent the value of the shape. Like if rectangle means how big the rectangle is, what's the dimension of the rectangle. Likewise, each and every shape has some value. Then for href, it's the document, which document we want to display whenever the user clicks that shape. This is represented in href attribute, that is image.html. Whenever they click the rectangle shape, it goes for image.html. Likewise, polygon shape means it goes for video.html. Likewise, in circle space shape means it goes for audio.html. So you can make note of this basic syntax. Whenever you are doing the mapping, just use it. Okay, the same coding I given here, you can see it. Here I represent the shapes, coordinates and the documents. Whenever they click that space in image, it will goes for the respective document. Map.jpg is the image which I have taken for this image mapping. Okay, inside the map.jpg I find the coordinates and represented in coding. Let's see how to find the coordinates. You want to open the image in paint, normal paint. This helps us to find the coordinates for our coding. Okay, in this image, you can choose your own shape. I have chosen the rectangle, rect. Okay, they represent the keyword called rect. So I want to create the shape called rect. Chosen the rectangle shape. For video.html, I create the rectangle shape. So I draw one rectangle in this video icon. Okay, for that I create one rectangle. Just draw your rectangle wherever the user want to click, the HTML want to transfer. Okay, you can see now. How to find coordinates means just place that double headed arrow in left topmost corner. Okay, left topmost corner you place the double headed arrow. Now in paint downwards it will show you some pixel value, two value you will got. In this video it will not display, but in your paint there will be a two values in pixel. Make the note of that. This is the coordinates, first two value for rectangle. Same like that, in right side bottom you want to place the double headed arrow. Now you will get another 2 pixel value. This 2 pixel value represented in coordinates. Totally 4 coordinates value we find out for rectangle. Likewise you can use it for any other shapes which you can wish to use in your image. Here I can use some shape. I just draw it in image icon. Whenever the user clicks this area, it will transfer to image.html. Each and every corner you place your double headed arrow, make note down of the coordinates and represented in your coding. Okay, coordinates, the value will display in left of that paint. Take that value into quads attribute, then you will get your shape. For poly, n number of coordinates value you can display. For a circle, draw a circle. For this, you can place the double headed arrow in certain position, for example, top and center. Each and every shape has some formula to calculate these coordinates. You can find it in Google and insert your shape according to your need. Okay, these three shapes as I have demonstrated here: rectangle, poly and circle. I represented their corresponding coordinates and their corresponding HTML file. Let's see the output. Heading and paragraph tag I have given. In image tag, whenever the user clicks the music icon, that means that music space, it will goes to the audio file. It plays the audio. Okay, then in image icon, whenever the user clicks that image space, it will goes to the image.html. In video space, it goes for video.html and display the video. Okay, this is what the image mapping. Thanks for watching. In this video we have learnt about how to insert media in HTML file.